My name is Cathy Jackson, and I am a Director of Product and Technology in ETS within the Innovative Data Solutions org. The data that I'm responsible for is what we call consumer or marketing data. So it's data around our customers, how we can empower them within their engagement with T-Mobile to buy their best products, get their questions answered, hopefully make the overall experience better. So if I looked at hurdles and of going into the STEM fields, especially in the technology space, I would say 20 years ago, absolutely. I was often the only, always, the only woman, the only African American, the only person of color, actually, for the most part, in a lot of rooms. And so that was somewhat of a barrier because you had to have a strong continence in order to kind of put up with some of the things that happen, or just not feeling vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. What I've learned in that is how to be strong and how to trust myself. In especially the last 10 years, that phenomenon is not as frequent. There still is primarily more men to women, but it's getting a lot stronger. The women are kind of coming out, and I'm super proud of them, for taking a stand. Some of the things that we always think about in terms of accomplishment is where you landed in your career. Did you break the glass ceiling? All of those things that make traditionally our society says is accomplishments. I've been working with interns, young adults, high schoolers moving into STEM fields. And I was asked to speak at a banquet. And one of the things that I said was, my goal or my passion is to expose individuals, young adults, who may never have seen STEM as an opportunity to get into the field. I was speaking to a group of highly educated people, the families, it's 5, 10 generations of college graduates, right? And the server came up to me afterwards, and she said, I was in tears listening. She said, because the young person that you were talking about didn't think they had a chance or an opportunity. She said, that's me. At this point, she's in her late 20s, and so she has decided that life isn't gonna be able to give me my desires, and so I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna waitress. And I gave her my number and shared with her, anybody can go back to school. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you are in your life, you just have to want it bad enough. And I told her, if you take this first step, I'll take the next one with you. She called me. It was like 2 days, so I was telling my husband, because he was at the banquet with me, I said, I hope she calls me. But while I was at the banquet, because it was for the trustee boards of the colleges, I asked them, I said, if I just met someone, if she's interested, how hard is it for me to get a scholarship for her? And they said, just call us, we'll try to figure something out. And that Saturday, she said, she gave her name, can you still help me? And we worked for the next month. I think the happiest or the most accomplished I felt is when she texted me, and she's got all the emojis, and she said, I'm in college, I'm a student.